Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Zafan. Today, let's go through together about product focus. Product focus is one from four strategy in process strategy. The other strategy is actually a product focus. One, two, process focus. Three, repetitive focus, and four, mass customization. The objective of a process strategy is to build a production process that meets customer requirement and product specification within cost and other managerial constraints. Therefore, much of a firm's strategy is determined out the time of this process decision. Alright, let's go through one by one for the process strategy. First, we go to the process focus, also called intermittent process or job shop. Facilities organized around specific activities or processes, typically high cost and low equipment utilization. Product flows vary considerably, making planning and scheduling challenge. Next, we go to the repetitive focus. Facilities often organized as assembly lines, characterized by modules with parts and assemblies made previously. Modules may be combined for many output options, less flexibility than process focused facilities, but more efficient. Next, product focus. High volume but low variety of products. Long continuous productions runs enable efficient processes. Typically high fixed costs but low variable costs. Lastly, mass customization. Rapid low cost production of goods and service to satisfy increasingly unique customer desires combines the flexibility of a process focus with the efficiency of a product focus. Okay, the company that I chose for a product focus is Gardenia Bakery Kuala Lumpur Sdn Bhd, GBKL. GBKL is a joint venture company of Singapore listed food group QAF Limited, which also operates Gardenia Singapore and Philippines, and a Malaysian company, Padibras National Berhad. In 1969, an American named Horatio Shai Slocum was sent by International Executive Service Corporation IESC to East Malaysia to start a bakery. Mr. Slocum brought with him 35 years of baking experience with one of American leading chain of bakeries. Gardenia was born. Gardenia Bakery Kuala Lumpur Sdn Bhd rolled the first loaf of bread of its line in 1986. Within 4 short years, it became the bread market leader with an outstanding 99% brand recall rate and 80% top of mind recall. Gardenia range of product grew and evolved through the years, becoming better and better with each step, leveraging on its brand strength. Gardenia now produce a variety of baked products to satisfy consumers' demands. The CEO of Gardenia Bakery KL Sdn Bhd right now is Mr. Koh Shin Huat. So why I'm choosing Gardenia with the product focus? In this year, something hit around the world. It is COVID-19 pandemic. Malaysia also hit it. Our Malaysia Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin already announced Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan PKP, or also Movement Control Order MCO, is started. Is a cordon sanitizer implemented as a preventive measure by federal government of Malaysia in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the country on 18 March 2020. The order was commonly referred to in local and international media as a lockdown or partial lockdown. What happened when lockdown started? Panic buying. On the note of self-preservation, one behavior that is quite inextricably linked to unusual psychological reaction in COVID-19, bulk purchasing toilet paper, dry or canned food supply, bread, instant noodle, mineral water, or cooking oil are highly rational choices of things to hoard in a potential lockdown. Puzzlingly, too many stores worldwide have run out of toilet paper, bread, and instant noodle as the significant hoarding item. Many explanations abound for this behavior, all of which can only remain hypotheses at this juncture. Cognitively, in crisis, groupthink and conformity tend to take precedence over individual act of non-conformity that may prove to be life-saving. People can panic when they observe others buying certain products, even if unrelated, as a mass fear infect individual to individual, and no one wants to be left out. Only one non-essential item that appears to be running out. The panic buying is consistent with the model suggested by Mason, where is the anxiety experience is not at a severe level and response for this, located at Shah Alam, Gardenia Bakery, KL Sdn Bhd, has increased its production factory to 2.2 million loaves of bread a day through its 5 factories, currently operating 24 hours a day. So right now, let's go step by step how this bread making. The production process begins with a computerized blending of the exact amount of quality ingredient needed. This helps to ensure equal goodness in every loaf. The specially formulated Gardenia enriched flour, purified water, yeast, vitamins, and minerals are added together to form the sponge, which is released into throat. The sponge dough is then kept in fermentation room under controlled temperature and humidity for 4 hours so that carbon dioxide is released and the sponge can rise. This fermentation process helps the sponge to develop unique Gardenia bread texture, aroma, and taste. At this stage, the sponge is mixed again with other ingredients to form the dough. Depending on the type of bread to be baked, this can include skim milk, powder, vegetable shortening, wheat germs, bran, malt, or honey. The dough is then divided into the required weight for each loaf and conveyed to a rounder. At the rounder, each piece of a dough is kneaded so that carbon dioxide is trapped and the bread can develop a soft texture when it is baked. The dough pieces then go through the check wagon. Here, pieces that are over or under the required weight are automatically rejected. The dough is then left to rest in the intermediate proofer for 10 minutes before being molded and placed into the baking pans. Here the dough is shaped according to the desired configuration and then automatically placed into the pans. The pans are lidded automatically to give the bread its uniform rectangular shape. At this final proofer stage, the yeast is allowed to rise further under controlled temperature and humidity. Once the dough has risen to the desired height, it is finally ready for baking. Here, gardenia breads are baked for about 20 minutes at a temperature of approximately 200 degrees Celsius in the state-of-the-art tunnel oven. Hot from the oven, the freshly baked loaf are even removed by vacuum suction before being conveyed to a bread cooler. This bread cooler can hold up to 8,000 loaves of bread per hour. The freshly baked and hot bread loaves need to be kept in the cooler for about an hour until slightly above room temperature before it is ready for packing. When the loaves are sufficiently cool, it is then ready to be sliced, wrapped, and made convenient for consumption in attractive gardenia packaging, mechanically sealed with quick look tags that are printed with the use by dates. So the analysis about this, for instance, vision systems are used to inspect gardenia bread so that imperfection can be identified as the breads proceed down the production line. Marketing objectives are the marketing strategies set in order to achieve the overall organization objective. The focus of all marketing activity in customer satisfaction, because when customers' needs and wants are met, they are able to become loyal to the company products. Selling the most expensive product in the market is a counterintuitive differentiation strategy. And in the MCO or PKP, for the food chains, never stop it. In conclusion, in an organization that does not create a tangible good or product, the production function may be less obvious. We often call these activities services. The services may be hidden from the public and even from the customer. The product may take such form as the transfer of funds from a saving account to a checking account, the transplant of a liver, the filling of an empty seat on an airplane, or the education of a student. Regardless of whether the end product is a good or service, the production activities that go on in the organization are often referred to as operation or operation management. Thank you.